Guys, this is just going to be a Season 3 Dragunov guide. I'm going to try and include as much as I can in it. So the first thing I'm going to go over is Season 3 changes. So if you don't want to see that, there's timestamps in the description. You can go to those if you want to skip these and you look at these last or whatever. And also, if you want to follow along, the script is also in the description. So if you want to do that, just go in the description, you'll find those two things. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is go over the Season 3 changes here. So, first thing we have is 1, 3, 2, 1 plus 2. So that is this throw right here. And also forward, forward 2, 1 plus 2. So both of these guys increase the range of the throw, doesn't change that much. So that last throw has more range now. Doesn't matter much. And 2, 1, 4. So change the attack startup from frame 23 to 22. So I think the only thing that changes here. So at last hit it comes out a frame faster. So I think now on hit you can't low parry. So if 2-1 hits, you cannot low parry that 4. You can only block, which is a pretty decent change. And then 3-1. So right here, you can now shift to sneak stance by holding down forward. Now this is really good. This improves his wall carry by a ton, as you just just do this over and over. And you see why. Down to change the frame advantage upon hit from -1 to 0. So this back to Season 3, except they're still in standing. They're not in crouch. So it's not as oppressive, but it's still a lot better than it was. The wall standing forward is a viable option now to do after it. Still feels a little better just to back off. Okay, next thing, down 3, going from -16 to -14 on block. So this move is no longer launch punishable, which that's a good change. And then on hit, it went from -4 to -3. So I mean, you still lose your turn. It's not launch punishable. Still, I mean, you don't really use it like that. But it does have an extension. So if they're gonna press buttons, there's an extension. And for the extension, it's down 3, 4. Change the attack startup from frame 28 to 27. I don't really know what that changed about it. It just made it a little faster. Didn't really do too much. This move is still pretty garbage. Now, forward, forward, down 4. Same thing with the 2, 1, 4. Change the attack startup from frame 26 to frame 25. It's also increased range, so you can probably maybe from here you'd be able to do it. But I don't know, it's really subtle change for the range. But it's same as 2, 1, 4. That last 4, the last low, comes out faster. So I feel like I'm hit. So for 14 frame, I don't know, you'd really want to do this, but you could do that, and it can't be low parried. And down back 3, decrease the distance between the character and the opponent when the move is blocked. So if I put him on block, I'm closer. What? Standing. The closer, it's easier to punish when you do this. And same change with 2, 1, 3, or back 2, 1, 3. Closer on block. Back 4, 3, increase the range of the attack. This is actually really good. It's easier to get that short wall carry, so you get more range on this move. Next one is quarter circle forward 4, which is the 4 out of snake dash. Change damage from 25 to 23, and change the opponent's being able to hit mid-air. So I'll just demonstrate it. Okay, that's what happens. spiked up. Like that. And while running 2, changes frame range on blocking +5 to +6. Which is always good, all plus frames. And then short recovery time after it hits by 1 frame. So after it hits, you get 1 extra frame to do follow-ups. If they don't backroll, you can get guaranteed stop. You always be able to do that, but it's a lot easier to confirm that. While staying 1-3, so as you know, causing a wall bounce, now hit, 12 frame wall bounce. And now, but it's more punishable, so -13 now block. But it's pretty much broken. It's a 12 frame launcher crouch, which is better than anything in the game. Now while staying 2, this is the other 12 frame. It's the one you need for range. So it is now -14 from -15, so it's not launch punishable. And when it's blocked, it's also easier to punish, decrease the distance, so you get more consistent punishes on block. And shorten the recovery when hit by 1 frame, so you can run in frame earlier. So it's not launch punishable, less knockback on block, and it's easier to punish, and you get better 1 frame. Briefly went through them. I think now next I'll go on to the actual overview. Okay guys, this is just going to be a short overview of Dragunov. First I'll just go over the 2 play styles of how you'd play them. So the first one is an extreme poke heavy turn okay. So you're going to be doing these small pokes, all this stuff, and running away basically. You're doing that a lot. So just turn on, looking for a constantly always be on the defensive. If you're going to be throwing a poke, if you're trying to be too eager, and run away. So do that a lot. Chip down your opponent. And the other one is extreme pressure. So when you actually do get on the offensive against your opponent, you're going to be in their face constantly. You're going to be extremely rushed down, extremely aggressive. And then knowing when to adjust to each of its play styles in a match is key to mastering Dragunov. You really need to know when to back off, when to go in, when to approach, when to keep on pressuring, when to stop, when to block, all that stuff. You're gonna need to know that. Now we need to go over all the good things about it. So like I said, extremely good pokes. It's an extremely good basic set of pokes. There's a lot of it too, so there's a lot of diversity within those pokes. Plenty of mid ones, plenty of his jab, obviously. Extremely good. Now good plus frames and frame check. So like I said, his pressure is extremely oppressive. So it's like in a real match, it's pretty much what you'd be saying. Blocking constantly, just running two, always +6, +1, +1, always insane pressure. Like near the wall, he's unstoppable. You can't do anything. Press 1 button, you're gonna get hit out, you can counter it, all that stuff. It's basically what a match looks like when Dragunov on defense. Now, good combo damage and wall carry. So now it's season 3, wall carry has become beyond ridiculous. It's really easy to go coast to coast on even maps like this, like Violent Systems. Even other maps, so like if I just do launch and I do this, I mean that was extremely easy. I mean it's really possible to coast, getting over 100 damage is not uncommon anymore with Dragunov. I mean it's just so easy to walk here with him and go so far with him. Okizeme, extremely with running 2, is Oki's extremely good. It's such an easy approach tool. You just pretty much do that. Start your offense when your opponent's trying to do that. It's really, really useful. Obviously, you can mix that down to track moves, all that stuff. Good standing puncher. So for standing puncher, for his 10 frame, he has a lot of options. So he has like a damage option and a plus frame option. Things like those plays in, which is good. So like when you don't want plus frames, because like you wanna kill your opponent, you can do damage. Or if you want plus frames and you wanna keep the pressure going, you know, these extremely good options. Like 10 frame plus frames, or this is extremely plus as well. It gives you, it all ties into his pressure, so you can just keep on doing what you want in your opponent, even when you punish him. And then wall standing punch, so crouching punishment, extremely good. He has a 15 frame for both standing and crouching, which is good. He has 3 is a 1 for range, so if you need a 12 frame range, or a 12 frame plus frame pressure, or a 12 frame launcher near wall. It's a 12 frame wallbounce, which is pretty broken, honestly insane. So any low you block could possibly get launched near a wall for a lot of damage. And also, his wall standing forward, it's pretty typical, 15 damage plus 7, whatever. But a 12 frame, anything more than minus 11, they're gonna get punished hard for it. Next we have, like I said, insane pressure game, good frame traps. Your opponent is not going to want to press a button versus this character at all, especially near the wall. They're not going to want to press a button. It's going to be extremely hard to find openings in the pressure, especially when you combine his pressure with his movement. Like, he's extremely good at movement, so like his sidestep and sidewalk are, in terms of speed, are extremely fast. And his backdash as well covers a lot of distance. Even if you're not that good at backdash canceling, you still go extremely far. Like, I'm gonna go into the so you can go extremely far pretty fast. And you can do something like this, and it's just like, it's ridiculous. And then you have, like I said, so when you combine his pressures, hooks, and all that, side steps with good movement. What? Okay. Combine all that, you get extremely good fundamental character to mess around with. You can only go so far with this character because it's just pretty much all basic fundamentals. So it's a very, very good character for top players and beginners to use. His pressure, he has extremely good throw game. So his throws are extremely good. His throw mix-up game. He's a dedicated 1 throw, 2 throw, and a 1+2 throw. So your opponent is always going to be having to guess on the throws. So they're not always going to tech it every time unless they can react to the hands, which is pretty unconventional. He's a decent keep out game. So his keep out game, it's actually he's actually recovered a lot of good mid range moves, good tracking moves. Like I said, extremely good approach game, so when you're on the defensive turtling, you can just approach whenever you want, or you can just keep out, throwing out these pokes, running away, keeping them out, going on the pressure, all that stuff. And last big thing is the floor break option. So his main floor break, forward 2 spike breaks. So it makes it really easy to convert off of mid-screen, at the wall, anywhere on Forbidden Realm, the floor break map. So anytime you do it, it'll be really easy to convert off of. And the last thing, like I said, extremely easy to pick up. He's great for beginners and top players. So he's extremely good fundamental tools, extreme pressure that you can, have such a variety in how you use it. Extremely good defensive options, good movement, good pokes. He's an extremely good character, especially in Season 3. He's probably around top 5, I'd say, in Season 3. Okay, now the cons. What is he not good at? His power lows. He does not have any good power lows. His only power low is his snake edge, which most people can react to. And also only works on clean hit. So only launch on clean hit. And in all ranges, if it's blocked, it will always stagger. So it's an easy punish if you do. And like the rest of his lows, they're not too much damage. They're all chip lows. So like this, all this don't give you plus frames, don't give you momentum, don't give you anything. So making comebacks is extremely hard, and you have to rely on counterhits for comebacks. The next thing is long legs. Now I'm not extremely easy to defend against. Like, he may seem like a pressure monster, but most of that can be negated by just holding back. Since the fear of his lows not really that good, if you get hit by one, you can take your turn without too much risk. Take this to turn this, I mean, it's 0. You could take your turn if you want to. And this, it's minus, 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 minus. All those are minus on hit. So even if you do get hit by them, they can take their turn if they want to. That's why, you know, after his lows, they don't have momentum at all. Dragunov has to back off after. Not very good. This is this, which is, you know, really risky. Okay, his hitbox. Next thing, his long legs, extremely easy to defend against. Like his, I messed that up. Long legs, his hitbox. So basically, the combo potential on him, on a character like Dragunov, he's just like Miguel. He's an extremely big hitbox because of his legs. You're gonna get bigger combos on him, which means you'll take more damage. Which, I mean, it's not as drastic as big characters or bears, but it's still pretty bad. And now for his weak side, he's definitely weak to sidestep left. So a lot of people think this is a homing move right here. It's up forward 4. A lot of Dragunov players use it as a homing move, but it only tracks to the right, not to the left. So if I put this here, sidewalk to the left, does not track to the left. It will might catch sidestep left, but sidewalking, it will not catch. So even if it does catch sidestep, you get an awkward position. Probably won't get a conversion. I think that is all for the overview. Next would be punishment. Okay, now we are on to his punishment. Let me just do this real quick. So first, for 10 frames, we have 4 different options that we can do. So I'll go over the first ones, really bad ones. So we have 1-1. It is 15 damage, and it is +7 on block. So you get a lot of good plus frames. You can pretty much do what you want. That's a frame trap. Down for 1 afterwards is unsteppable. They cannot step, can't sidewalk. So basically, you have a lot of free run ways you can put pressure on. The next one is 1-2. This is same damage, 15 damage, but it's only +2. Never use this. This is terrible. This is the worst one he has. Never use 1-2. So 1-1 will always be a better option. Then for his better ones, so if you want a little more damage, you need 2-1. So it's 18 damage, and instead of +7 like 1-1, it is +6. So you get 1 less plus frame, which isn't bad. You still get the same benefits. Down for 1, unsteppable. Back 4, frame trap will always counter. So it's same thing. And then if you want damage, so the most possible damage would be 1-3. It's only +1 on hit, but it's 21 damage. So you want to use this when you're getting close to killing them. You want to get the most damage possible. And since it's only +1, still gives you a lot of good room to step, or you can jab afterwards if they challenge it. You can maybe low pair them if you want a down jab. Gives you a lot of stuff to work with. So 10 frames. So for 10 frames, you want 2-1 and 1-3. Those are his main ones. And then for next is 12 frames. So his 12 frame, his 2 tail frame. First one is 4-1. So for 12 frame, it may seem low damage, 27, but it is +8 on hit. So it gives you a lot of plus frames. The opponent will seemingly never challenge this. Essentially everything, even just do down forward 2, that's a frame trap. They cannot do anything like that. For the next one, so we have 4-1, this is the best one you want to use, but if it's a little long range, 4-1 might not reach. You have down forward 4. This is a long range, 12 frame. It's 14 damage and it's only +2, but it's still punished from long range. Or 4 run will not. This is only close range. So down for 4. This is a 12 frame. So close range, 4-1. Back here, down for 4. Now next does not have any 13 or 14. It has been limited, but it's all good for pressure. Now for 15 frames, there's 2 extremely good options. So you have down 4-2, Down forward 2 is his main launcher. Typical down forward 2. Extremely consistent for launcher. The next one we have is back forward 3. This is a natural combo 37 damage knockdown. Now this you want to mainly use at the wall as a wall spot. This is a natural combo. And you can get a little kind of wall combo you want. Like that. So 15 frame at the wall, back forward 3. And then you have his typical launcher, down forward 2. Now we have crouch launcher. So minus 10 crouched, down jab, which is the best you can get for minus 10. Plus 6 spot damage, every character just does that. And next is his wall save 4. So this is pretty average. This is what most characters have, 15 damage plus 6. Gives you good plus frames. Typical free trap, unsteppable. Same thing with his 10 frames. After that, down forward 1, unsteppable. Down forward 1, unsteppable, back 4 frame traps. Like that. And then for tall frame, there's 3 options. So first is wall standing 1+2. This is the most range out of all of them. It's actually pretty decent range for a croucher. You punish a lot of your loads from those ranges. Next one we have is so 20 damage knocks down, gives you decent. The next one is wall standing 1-2. This is it gives you balance spin on hit. It's 30 damage. It is plus 10. So 10 balance spin, extremely plus. So wall spots, wall stuff. So 30 damage. The next one, the most broken thing in the game. Wall standing 1-3. 12 frame, 32 damage. Wall bounce. So near the wall, you are getting a launcher. Seems like a little ridiculous. Yeah. So yeah, wall standing 1+2 for range. Wall standing 1-2 for pressure. And wall standing 1-3 for 12 frame launch. And next, he has a typical wall standing 2. 15 frame launcher for crouch. Extremely consistent, extremely good. Nothing much more to say about that. Then for minus 16, you have wall standing 3. This was his old Wallbounce they gave him in season 2. You never use this. It's always better to use wall standing 1. There's no point in using this. Wall standing does more damage. I'm pretty sure it's safer this one. Actually, I don't know. Don't quote me. I'm not sure about that. So minus review. Minus 11. So minus 12 for range. Plus frames. Launch. And then typical 15 frame launch. So also 2 for launch. 12 frames. 1-2, 1-3, 1+2. And typical also 4. And there you go. So that's all for his punishment. Next I'll go over his main pokes. Okay, now I'm going to go over his pokes. So it's going to be pretty much a long section since he has a lot of really good pokes that I would use. So first I'm going to start off with the highs. So we have his main one jab, used for setting the pace for the opponent. It gives you plus on the block, keeps momentum. It's your main approach tool in the close range here. So like wouldn't want to throw these pressure moves down the middle since they're extremely slow, usually more than 20 frames. So you get counter easy. So you want to set it up with a fast jab. And this is a lot better explained in a JDCR video, which I will link in the description. And off of his one jab, he has a lot of extensions. So first one is 1-1, like I said, that being punished. You have minus 4 on block, so it gives you good space to step if you want. It is not natural. It does not jail on block. So if I do this, they can crouch that second hit. It's like Geese and Akuma. If they do block that second hit, he has a 1-1-3 that is minus 9, completely safe mid that knocks down. It's unsteppable as well. So if they block that second jab, that 3 is guaranteed. They cannot do anything about it. It's extremely good to throw out if you just want something safe to work with and catch your opponent pressing buttons. Then his next extension is 1-2. This is normally never really used. The full string 1-2-1. It's -14. Only really used for a frame trap, since if counter hit 1, will guarantee the whole thing. It's a -14 thing. So it's like 1-3. This is -9. It's perfectly safe. This you never really want to use. His next one is 1-3. So on block, this is -7, but it recovers actually pretty fast. So, but not really fast enough to jab afterwards. It's pretty decent, pretty good for stepping. If you want to side step after this, you know, get a whatever you want. And gives you stuff to work with. That's 1-3, and off that, here's more extensions. So I have 1-3-2. This is for people who are trying to press buttons after you punish them, since this is only +2. Since you don't have too much offensive off this. You want to only jab. You can't down for wins, you get beat. So I'm gonna throw this out if there's notice I'm starting to press a lot of buttons. And obviously you can mix that up with the throw. So 1-3-2, 1+2. Now that is, you can tech that, it is a 1+2 break, and you can duck it as well. So that's when you have 1-3-2. You can also cancel the throw by holding back. You don't really see this too much, but you can do that and like do a mid. They try and duck it. Now for the next high, we have 2-1. This is a pretty decent string. 2, it has the same frame data as 1, just not the range. So it's like +1. And then 2-1 is a jails on block. So you have that. It's -2 on block, and it recovers fast, just like 1-3. So you get a lot of room to step. You probably jab afterwards. And on hit, it is +6. Like I said, main 10 frame punisher. So good pressure afterwards. And then you have 2 extensions. So you have 2-1-3, which is a high, a lot of knockback, and knocks down on hit. You have 2-1-4, which is a low that does not so much damage. Pretty normal damage. This is -9, and this is -12. So, and only +3 on hit. So the low is +3. You can get it down 4-1. It's pretty much interruptible. And both of these extensions, 2 and 3, can be delayed an extremely long time. So if they just see 2-1, they're not going to expect the extension. They're probably going to press something. It's also really good. It adds into his pressure. And jab afterwards. Do a 3. Do a 4. So then that goes for his 2-1 string. Next we have two moves you don't really see too much that Dragunov players do. He has up 4-1. This is a safe -9 high that knocks down. Extremely good for whiff punishing, good for throwing out after a step. It's pretty fast too. And it guarantees a quarter circle forward 2, like just like that. And it also guarantees a running 2, like that. Let me just do it again. You have to be pretty instant with it. Like that. Both the same damage. This is, I feel like this is better since it flips over, gives you better Oki. It's easier to do as well. Then the next one we have up back 2. So this is the complete opposite of 1. In trade, instead of a knockdown, you get extreme plus frames, and he also slightly evasive, so he steps to the left a little bit. So it's +9 on hit. So if you hit this at the side, you get a guaranteed side throw for pretty good damage. And side throws unattackable. It's only -5 on block, so even if they block it, you can probably step afterwards. Do what you want. Gives you a lot of space. So you'll see that is extremely common with Dragunov. His pokes, dies on, gives you a lot of space to work with. You're either safe or you can do what you want. I think that's, oh no, there's one more high. So we have 4-2. You don't really use that by itself, but you use it for the extension 4-2-4, which is a safe on block -7 mid that on normal hit knocks down, and then counter hit launches. Extremely good. So you can find whatever pickup. You can do like down 2 or something. I think that goes for all his highs. So now on those mids, we have down forward 1. Typical, generic 13 frame down forward 1 that has an extension. So that means it's -2 on block because it has an extension. And on hit is +7. So, you know, typical thing, back forward frame trap. Or another down forward 1, cannot step. So -2 on block, has an extension, down forward 1-4. That is a -7 high that knocks down on hit. But it does not jail on block, so you can duck that second hit. So if your opponent does it a lot, it's pretty telegraphed. But if they don't, so if you think your opponent's gonna press buttons, that's the only time you do it. It's pretty situational. You wouldn't really use this too much. Near the wall, it's good since down forward 1 on counter hit guarantees whole string, gives you a combo. And then for his next mid, we have down forward 4. So this is a 12 frame. This is 13 frames. This is 12 frames. 12 frame long range mid poke. The only difference is that it is -9. Still safe on block, but there's frames on it are not good to work with, even on hit and on block. On hit, it's like +2, and since you normally use this at a sort of a range like 1.5, you wouldn't really try to get the offensive off this. It's only +2. You're not gonna get much after this, but it's good for a long range poke, keeping your opponent in check. Make sure you're not trying to press buttons at any range, which is what you want to do at Dragunov. Make your opponent scared to do anything. So next one, we have down forward 3. This is a kind of slow, it's 17 frames, but it's a pretty good mid poke for after a step. So you have these, all this stuff. It's a great mix to down 2. After a step, things is good from a step as it gives insane plus frames, and on normal hit from the front, it gives you this throw animation, which you can't really do much with it. But after a step, this is at the very least +5. On counter hit, it's at least +10. So you get a lot to work with. And then on block, normally it's about -6, but there's a lot of active frames, so depending on the range you do it at, it could possibly -3. Same thing on hit, depending on the range, it could go from all the way to +8 from +5. Same thing on counter hit, this could be possibly +13. I don't think it guarantees anything, even if it's that plus. So the next one is 3-1. This is extremely good mid poke to throw out, long range. It's 15 frames. It is only -2 on block, but it is in high that it doesn't jail on block, so they can duck that high. But it's extremely fast, so they probably recognizing that would be hard unless you're throwing it out a lot. It also transitions into sneak, as it's new in season 3. So doing this for pressure, -2, you can jab afterwards. You want to sneak, cancel it, back off, or step. Extremely good string to work with, especially on hit. +7, a lot of frames to work with. They want to press stuff. They'll probably counter hit. All the sneak options will more than likely hit. Okay, next mid, we have down 1. So this is pretty much the same as down forward 3. You use it in the same situation. You do down 1. Hold up. Let me pause a little bit. So you do down 1. From the side, the frames are a lot better. It's 1 frame slower. It's my 18 frames, but it is 0 on block and +7 on hit. So this will give you a lot of good plus frames to work with, even on block. So for frame trap, it'll be 1 or 2-1 if they try and do any wall standing move. They can down jab. If they do that consistently, you can low pressure it, or you can low parry. So any move, you can 2-1 or 1-2-1. And then if they do down jab, duck low, they can low parry or low crush. next mid poke is down back 2. So this is a 14 frame mid, which I think has some semi decent tracking, if I do remember right. Yeah, tracking is pretty decent on it. I mean, not to the right. But this you would use in place. Oh, so it tracks to the side step left. So it tracks his weak side. So if your opponent is, they're consistently, sidestepping all their stuff, all that stuff, you do down back 2. So like after running 2, I'm just putting on block. So after running 2, you try and down forward 1, which should only be sidewalk to the left or a perfectly timed sidestep. You would do, or if you're doing that, if you want to do up forward 4 after running 2, you can do down back 2, which will track, sidestep, and I'm guessing sidewalk left as well, since I don't think it's fast enough. So that is the main purpose of this poke, but it does have its extensions. So you have down back 2-1, which is a natural combo, and it's only +1 on hit. It's only 22 damage. You don't use it for a punish. You would not use this for a 14 frame. Just use 4-1. But the main thing about the string is all of the parts are extremely delayable. So you can delay down back 2, 1, 2. And the things about that last 2 is a normal hit, it launches. You get a pickup. But most of the parts of the string, okay, got a little cut off there, but so where I was at, so down back 2 on 2. This is a pickup. It will launch. So on a normal hit, you can get a pickup. But the bad thing about the string is that all the parts are extremely either minus. So this on here, this is -7 on block. It doesn't give you a lot of room to work with. And then the second hit, a -10. It's jab punchable. And the final part, down forward 2-1-2, it's -14. I'm sorry. There's plenty of characters. There's a couple characters that can launch this. Like Brian can launch it. Yoshi can actually walk up and flash it. Kazuya can electric it. It's extremely minus. It's really bad. And it's still, even if you can't launch it, you get a huge punish at -14. That's 1 frame from a normal launch. So overall, the string is you wouldn't really use this string too much. Just throwing it out, extremely unsafe. I mean, you use those first 2 hits a lot, no one's going to punish those first 2 hits. That last hit, though, that's going to get punished a lot. My frame's going to drop. Okay, next big string, back 2. This string is actually extremely good for pressure. It's only -3 on block. It has an extension, which this right here is completely natural. 25 frames. Back 2 here, this puts you in crouch, so you can get it afterwards. You can get a crouch mix up. So even when you're minus, there's still this threat here. But on hit, this is +8, so you get a free crouch mix up. You wall standing 4. Something most Dragon players do is just do down 4 here. Maybe they do some other low, get more damage. But mainly they do back 2 and down 4. That's what they do a lot. And if they start ducking after that, I see that a lot. You can do, wall standing 3, wall standing 4 if you want something more safer. This is actually extremely good for his pressure game. And then we have that, I told you, this natural string, back 2-1, +6 on hit, and it's -5 on block. So this is a string that leads into his snake edge. Never finish the string. Literally every single person is going to recognize this and block it. And then you can always mix up the throw, but everyone can tech that throw. It's really telegraphed. It's 1+2. So there's that. So back 2 puts you in crouch, good for pressure. Now next mid poke, we have back 1. This is one of the important evasive moves. So back 1, you can see it's a little evasive, so like down forward 1 into back 1. you will see that a good amount. So if opponent tries to jab, or like maybe do a down forward one, this will evade it usually. Now this back one is -10, it's jab punch on block, but no one's gonna punish it because there's an extension that is natural on a normal hit. And then that second part, if it counter hits, you'll launch. So you can probably pick up with that and do something like that. It's not optimal, but you can definitely do something like that. And then we have after back 1 and back 1-2, so an evasive poke. We have back 4. I'm going to go over it as much in depth as I can. So as you know, back 4-3 is his 15 frame Punisher near the wall. Let me just get near there. So you do that. In the mid range, not that bad. This right here, back 4. That's really good as a stagger. It's only -4 on block. It has a pretty decent range. On hits, +7. Now there's a couple mixes to his strings. You can back 4-3, like on block, is a -9 knockdown safe high. It's completely safe. Hold back after this, you're not gonna get punished. And then if they do duck afterwards, you have back 4-2. Now this is -7 on block, so you can still party a little bit with it since there is more extensions. But it's not something you really want to be pressing buttons a lot afterwards. And then after that, you have back 4-2-1. So this is what I call the scrub killer string. So I'm gonna just take him off of Girl. Let me get that off Turbo. So back 4-1. So this string on block is +1. So you jab. Afterwards, a jab will beat out anything. On hits, it is +5. So you just do this again. More than likely, it will hit unless they jab or down jab. Do that over and over again. Now, something good to know: that second hit, that 2, no matter what, will always guarantee that last 1. And something important: 4 on counter hit guarantees the 2. So counter hit back 4 guarantees this whole string. 50 damage, +5. And you just keep on doing it over and over. And on block, +1. So you jab afterwards. Now if the opponent doesn't know to, they can sidestep after that, they can duck the high, they can down jab, option select. They don't know that. They don't know the matchup. This is going to be terrible. You're just going to do back 4, back 4, back 4-2, back 4-2-1, back 4-2, jab, jab, back 4-2-1, jab. You should do this over and over. People just want to press buttons constantly. This is a great string to do. Another thing with back 4-2, it's good as a stagger, but you can recover and crouch if you hold down and go for a wall standing reset. You don't really use it that much, but the mix for this high here, so back 4-2-1, we have back 4-2-1 +2, which is ultimate tackle, which goes into a 3-way mix. This is very slow, and most of the time a down jab will after that will always beat for this back 4-2. So if they down jab after that, ultimate tackle won't hit, and this will not hit either. So next thing you do is stagger this back 4. I think that's all the options you can do. So we have back 4-3, we have back 2-1 or back 4-2, and you can cover and crouch if you want. Back 4-2 +2 for the throw. Back 2-1 for the plus high. Extremely versatile string. I really couldn't think of the words. So +1, 1-2-1, frame trap, or you can do 2-1. 1-2-1 is actually pretty good. 36 damage knockdown. So if you're +1, 1-2-1. Now that's all of his mids. Now I'm gonna go into his lows. A fair warning: his lows kind of suck. Start off with the chip low. So it's main chip low, down back 4, generic low poke. 7 damage, -2 on hit. So you lose your turn, lose momentum, and -13 on block. So you're not gonna get too much off of this. Next one is down 4, even worse. Has some extensions, but those are all highs, and you don't really use those in combos. But it's 12 damage. On block, it is -15, so it's launch punchable. And then on hit, it is -9. You cannot do anything after this on hit. Literally nothing. And other low, down 3. This got changed in Season 3. Frames are a little better. It's still useless. So, I mean, it's -14 on block, -3 on hit. So, lose your turn, lose all momentum. Now, we'll go to his only 2 good lows. He has 2 decent lows. We have, the first one is quarter circle forward 3, or snake dash 3. Now, it is still -5 on hit. But for the range it has, and for it actually does decent damage, has the same damage as down 2, which is other good low. It's actually pretty decent. But it's still -5, lose your turn. Can't do anything afterwards. Even the wall standing 4 will get beat by if they just throw out a launcher. And then his other good low, down 2, as you know, buffed in Season 3 as well. 0 on block, and it's great about this move. Counter it, +12. Gives you a some sort of stun there, but nothing's guaranteed. But you get extreme plus frames. So we got -13, -3 on block, 0 on hit. This is really the only main low you're gonna be using. So it's just least minus on hit, and lets you keep as much momentum as you want. And you have this one. This is for range. You want to chip your opponent out, maybe annoy them. This, you just use this when you're turtling. You want to run away, do whatever. This, you want to keep the offense. That's what you want to do. Mix up your running 2 with like that. I think, yeah, that's it's all his lows. He only has 5 lows. 3 of them are garbage. Yep, that's all of them. So the next section will be throws, which play into his poke game extremely well. Alright, this is going to be a short section, but extremely important section as well. His throws. So Dragunov is one of those characters. He has an extremely good throw game. He doesn't have that many throws, but he has a dedicated 1 throw and a dedicated 2 throw, as well as a 1+2. So he has a throw for every break, which is extremely good. So your opponent will always be on their what do you call it? Keep their eye out for these throws. So they will keep on trying to tech. So you apply it in your pressure, and change it up. You have plus frames, go for a throw instead. More than likely it'll hit, and they're actually pretty good. So first throw, I'm gonna go for. It's actually a basic throw. This is 2+4. This is his first important throw since thing about it. It's like acts as like a Tekken 5 throw as a position switch. So no matter what, 2+ throw. If this throw hits, it will position change. Now, one thing about that, even if it is teched, you will position change. This is extremely useful. So if you want to ever change positions with the opponent, change sides, 2+4 is great. So it's like a Tekken 5 position change throw. No matter what, it will always position change. That's that enough. Now the next throw. So we have his ultimate attack, down back 1+2. This is something we need to go over. So he has plenty of strings that go into this, that go into his tackle. Now the thing about Dragunov is his tackle is completely different from everyone else's. He only has 3 things he can do from it. He has 1, which is a 1 break. He has 2, which is a 2 break. Those both do 35 damage. Then he has 1+2, which is a 1+2 break. So it's like Marduk's tackle, but it's a lot more simple. It's either 1-2 or 1+2. It's not like, you can't really do it in combos either. And it's also a lot slower. So it's same as ultimate tackle, as you can, you know, if you time the tech and when you hit the ground, they can reverse it. And the same thing for Dragunov. So if he reverses ultimate tackle, he can go into his mixes. Now, these are extremely good mixes. They do decent damage. It's a 3-way guess, so more likely they're not going to tech it. And overall, it's actually a really good tackle string. It's really good on mid-throw. It mixes up for the size and motos. Next, we have forward 1+4. This is dedicated Wallbreak. This will always position change. I'm positive. There are a few instances where it won't, but those rarely happen. I don't know why. But it does 40 damage, so it's normal command grab damage. And that's that. Now the opposite, forward 2+3. This is his 2-break. Now this one, pretty sure will always position change as well. Unlike that was a rare situation. Maybe it's only player one side? Oh, there, okay. So it seems it's really inconsistent whether it wants position change or not. So don't use it if you want position change. If you want to do that, do forward 1+4. Do this 1-break. That is pretty consistent if you want to change positions. Or just do 2+4. Now his next one, his 1+2 break, is forward 1+2. This is also same thing, pretty inconsistent when a position changes. Seemingly just won't do it sometimes. Unsure why. You can notice if it does it if the camera changes. So if it doesn't like spikely change, that's when you know it'll position change. And now it's doing it every time. The other time it just didn't do it. So like now it's doing it again. Yeah. So like these command grabs, pretty inconsistent when you want to change positions, but they're good for mixes. Extremely good for mixes. And it doesn't matter. He has a dedicated position change throw anyway. That seems to be all his throws. So while you want to apply these, you want to apply these in your pressure game, in your poke game. So this, and you want step, point, attack. Or you have plus frames. So after a down, after a jab, after like a bat, anytime you're plus, you can do a throw instead of going for more pressure. That will give your opponent more incentive to duck Dragunov and eat more of his really good mitts. So basically, it makes your pressure a lot better having a 3-way throw mix-up. Especially, you can mix it up really good since forward 1+2 is 1+2 break. You know how it comes from a dash. A lot of people can react to that, but you can just dash up and do these, and they'll probably plus 1+2. Really good for mixes. And then when they finally stop doing that, well, you can start doing 1+2. Extremely good throw game. Extremely good. Makes pressure a lot better. Gives you a lot more reason to start ducking. It makes you a lot more scared to press buttons, since you're going to be eating more mids. You're going to be looking out for these throws. Sorry about that. Extremely good. Alright, so next, in this section, I'm going to go over to situational moves, or mid-range. The next section we're on is situational moves. So here, first I'm going to start off with is snake dash cancel moves. So these you wouldn't necessarily throw out necessarily, but I mean you kind of do. They're extremely safe moves, even if you go cancel into the transition with down forward. So like 3-1 down forward, or 4-3 down forward. They're both extremely safe, even if you don't cancel them. Even if you don't do anything off them. So even if you like cancel it with up, make it recover faster, which I will cover in the next section, it makes it even safer. It recovers faster. So like 4-3 snake dash cancel, pretty good for pressure. Like down 3-1 cancel, 4-3 cancel, all those extremely good. Now with 4-3. There are extensions to it. You have 4-3-2 natural combo from mid-high, mainly used for punishing like long-range stuff. So like this far away, or stuff like that. Long range whiff punishment or long range block punishment like Death Fist or all that stuff. And then there's a mix to it, so on block. So this is -9, knockdown, completely safe, or you have 4-3-3, which is the mid option to it. It's -12. It's minus on hit actually, because it's the only mix to 4-3-2. That you really would never throw out. Most people don't finish 4-3, so they're not even going to be trying to duck the high anyway. Then the next move we have is same thing like how 4-3-2 works. So long range punishment, you have 4-1+2. So this is for like stuff like Death Fist, usually extremely minus stuff that knocks back. And you can pick up with quarter circle forward 2 afterwards. Get a pretty decent combo. And it's what it's used for. So forward 1+2, -9, natural hit launcher, completely safe high. And next, another long range move, 4-4-2. It's also his main floor break, spike break. It's also long range punisher for stuff like Demoman and Payachi Bear 4-4-2. Do your own 4-4-2. Pretty decent range. It's -12 on block, knocks down on normal hit. Pretty decent move to throw out. I mean, it is -12, but most people aren't really going to punish it, since you're just going to see running 2. The next move we have here, I actually have to scroll. We have back 3. So this is main tracking move if you're not using up forward 4. So the only thing bad about this is that it's a high, but as a tracking move, it is extremely good. It's 14 frames fast, so if you catch your opponent stepping after things, this is extremely good. That does not counter hit launch, but I think it covers a little faster, but it gives you the same plus frame. So it's +11, it gives you a ballerina spin on hit. +11, you can do what you want basically. 4-2 would be great. Like probably get a running 2, they still won't be able to do anything. I'm really bad. Wow. But it's extremely plus on block. That's all I'm trying to say. And on block, it's -9. On hit, extremely plus. Really good tracking move. Next one is 4-4-3. This is his other homing move. It is +3 on block, but it has a lot of knockback, which I will show. So if you're not using back 3 to track, you want a little slower one. That's plus. With that, I think you could probably get a down forward 4 if they want to press buttons. Or near the wall is extremely good. So these two moves, back 3 and 4-4-3, these are moves you'd want to use if your opponent is stepping to the left, because this main mid up forward 4 does not track to the left. So if you need a homing move that tracks both sides, you have 4-4-3 or back 4. But then that brings in the risk of them starting to duck. And then that's when you mix up your tracking moves. Up forward 4, back 3, 4-4-3. Okay, now next move, up forward 3. This, you don't really see too many Dragunovs using this, but it's a pretty good, pretty fast, good low crushing move. It's only -7, safe on hit, knocks down on normal hit, gives you some decent Oki. And it's mainly used near the wall. So if they're trying to challenge your pressure, and they want to like down jab, you can just up forward 3. And it gives you a wall splat. I don't know, it's not a hard wall splat, so you can't really get too much off it. But you can still do a small step, get a resplat. Let's go back. Now we have his main evasive move. Quarter circle back 2. You don't really see this too much anymore, but it's still an extremely evasive move. Extremely evasive. It will evade a lot of stuff. So you can do some dumb gimmick, like, let me think. Like, down for that, and then that. you down forward one, they want to poke, and they hit like that. The only bad thing about it is minus 15 on block, so you're gonna get launched for it. Pretty easy to launch punish. So next move, he has sidestep moves. So we have sidestep 2-3 is a mid-high. That is minus 9 on block, plus 5 on hit. And it looks like it's a natural combo, so 33 damage. It gives you 5+ frames. It's actually a pretty decent move. On block it gives you that. And if they're pressing buttons, that 3 will give you a throw animation. Which resembles this throw. But it is a high that you can just duck, so keep in mind of that. But he does have things you can mix up with. So sidestep 2, 1+2. This will go into a high mid. And I think that's pretty safe. And then sidestep 2, 1+2, 4. Which will go into a high. Which I think that 4 launches on normal hit actually. Let me just space this out right. Yes, it'll give you this sort of stun, figure out a combo off. But if I start ducking a high, so there's a mix to it, you can do a tackle, mid-tackle. And 3-way mix. So sidestep 2-3, safe, natural string. We have sidestep 2, 1+2, 4, another safe natural string. Launches on normal hit, and you can mix up the high with tackle. Now his next move we have is extremely long range, risky whiff punisher, cortical forward 2. This is a huge launcher. If it hits, you get an insane combo. Okay, I'll demonstrate what you can get off this. So it's an extreme power move. So this you just throw out when you pretty much have nothing left, and you just need to hopefully hit something. And like that. That was a ton of damage. At easily 70 plus on infinite maps. Or without walls. Then minus 14 on hit. It's not launch punishable, but it still is pretty punishable. Minus 14. So you might get launched by some characters, but it's not like this move right here. It's not like this. The next move we have is 4-4-4. This is his long range grounding move. So if they're on the ground and you're pretty far, you don't want to run up, just in case. You do 4-4-4. It actually goes pretty far and has a good amount of active frames. So even if they get up on block, it's pretty good. It'll usually be 0 or +1. And on hit, it's +3. And on counter hit, so if they're waking up, launches. Get pretty decent combo. And next one, this is extremely situational. Back 3+4. This is a punch parry. It's safe high and knocks down. I think it does give you a little mini combo. I don't know where you can get off it though. So this will, if I do this right, this should parry punches. Let me record this. Okay. Like that. It will parry punch moves. I messed it up, of course. So do that, parry punch, and I'm pretty sure it'll probably give you a guaranteed follow up. Stomp. Oh yeah, stomp is guaranteed. Okay. So stomp's the best thing you want to do. Just want to, when you do it, Jesus, you just want to hold a button. Oh, no wonder my turbo's on. Oops. So you want to hold one of the buttons. And just do down. What let's do? You might be able to do this down for 3. Oh, you can just do that. Maybe down for 3-4 if you want to Floorbreak. You can do that. That's not that much damage. So that's a punch parry. -2. Now gives guaranteed follow-up to number 1. Safe high. Pretty good. So very, very situational, but it might come in handy. Now his next one, I should include this, I should include this, but it has the same sort of thing like 2-1-4. You have forward 4, down 4. You would pretty much never throw out forward 4 anyway. But if you're trying to do some dumb string to finish off your opponent, you can do forward 4, down 4. It's a random low move that people don't see. So once you buy your opponent, you get a cheap low in there. Forward 4, down 4. And last moves, I'll go over these stupid throw moves, which I did sort of go over a little bit, but you have like a 1-3-2, then 1+2. So as I said, create some line games for a punish. You can do a throw, do this string, you can cancel it, do some mid, same thing with this. Do that. You can do whatever you want. Oh, important things about these throws. If you have a key charge active, the throw is unbreakable. So if I put it on opponent throw breaks, it can protect the throw. It gives you, that's a special throw tech animation. But if you have a key charge, untechable, which is something new they added. Pretty cool. I don't know when this is going to be handy, but it might be. So that's pretty much it for the situational moves. Next, I'll go over his pressure game. Okay, so now we're on to his pressure game. So as you know, Dragunov, one of his main key points about him is a lot of extremely good plus moves. So what you can do is keep on stacking and stacking all these different plus moves over and over and over again to make sure your opponent does not press any buttons. And when they finally try to challenge something, they're going to get counter hit, they're going to get out of it at the wall, they're going to get wall splat. That's your main goal. You just want to keep the pressure on your opponent, scare them into pressing buttons to open up the pressure game even more. It's like when they start doing anything, stop it from ducking, start keep it doing mids, stop pressing buttons, do a bunch of frame traps, start stepping. Do this a lot. You will pretty much make your opponent not want to press buttons to your offense at all. They will just lock up and they can't do anything. And what they'll do, they'll open up your throws. And so if they're looking out for your throws, they're going to have to respect it even more, as that's another option that they have to play in. So I'm going to go over his main moves. So he's running 2. So if you can master instant wall running 2, which I am not even that good at, but it's still an extremely useful thing to learn, since you can just throw out +6 at your opponent constantly. Now, I am not showing a good example of how to do it. This is a lot better. So the input for that is forward, neutral, forward 2. So quickly, you do like that. So up close, you have to do extremely quickly. Extremely quickly, or it will give you forward 2. Because when you're running, there's a lot more leniency on that forward. You can, like from this range, it's a lot easier over here than doing it at point blank. It doesn't give you that much leniency. And when you're obviously from over here, it's really easy. You're already running at that point. But mastering this is really useful, since if your opponent backdashes, back 1+2 won't hit, and you can't always do that. So you want to figure out how to do instant wall running 2, which I will link a video. Pretty sure it's by Eris. It will show you the basics of how to do that. Always pile +6, +6 on your opponent. You always want to have the frame advantage. So that's your main approach tool from there. But if you're already up close, you're not, you're not backed up, you'll have to start your offense somehow. That's where the one jab comes in. I did discuss this a little bit in the poke section. The one jab is one of your most important approach tools up close. Like
like I said, the JDCR video is also in the description. You're gonna need to know your whole game plan around this one jab. Is an extremely useful move. So if it hits, go with some plus moves. Just pile on your pressure. At the wall, you have pretty much free reign what you can do. You can do whatever you want. Once they start respecting all your stuff. So like figuring out how to place your jabs, place your mid pokes when they start ducking, your lows, your mids, figuring out your opponent's timings, changing up your own timings on your mixes. So if you're doing like a flow chart, like running 2 into down 2, and your opponent notices that, instead of doing a mid, you can just change the timing on your low, and you can just keep on doing the low. And that alone, since it's not even a mix, since you're not even doing a mid, your opponent will still be seen as a mix. And once your opponent, like most people won't just stay blocking, they'll stop blocking eventually. You can just do mids, and that'll open up your mids more. Just change the timing of a simple mix, and that really just goes to show how many options you have in your plus. Like you can do a mid, you can do a low, you can change the timings on both of those. You can do a little shimmy into them. You can step, you can do a jab, you can do more plus frames, you can do more running moves, or more wall running twos. Keep the pressure. Do it. They want to step. Do a tracking move. All this is figuring out what your opponent is gonna do, and just doing the option. So obviously the safest thing off of wall running 2, if you want to just stay safe, which you don't want to take any risks, you just do down forward 1. They can't step that. They can, but they can only sidewalk it to the left, which is extremely hard to do off of running 2. And even if they do start stepping, you do up forward 4. They step to the right, up forward 4. They step to the left, do these other homing moves. They stop. They start trying to duck. You do your mids. You want to do lows. They start ducking the lows. Change up your timing on them, or just do it to a mid. Or maybe you can do a little sidestep into the low. I mean, it's just so many options you can do off of one simple move, off of one running 2. There's so many things you can do. And you just open up your opponent, just go with this one jab, just throw them in. And when you finally get a chance, running 2. And you can go into a extreme mix, basically change up all your stuff. Your opponent, just knowing this one part of his offense, the mix is really important. Just running 2. And you can just autopilot into down forward 1. That's the safest thing you can do, but you want to mix this up so you can keep it going. And then when your opponent will just be scared to press buttons, they're not going to want to do anything. Throw. And it just goes to show how insane Dragunov's offense is. So like, all you need to do is notice your opponent's pattern when you do this. If they keep on blocking, you can open up the throws, or you can go into more pressure. They want to press buttons, just do mids that counter hit, or just do a frame trap, like back 4. They start stepping. Down forward 1 will usually catch people stepping, but if they time the sidewalk perfectly, it might be stepped. So you can do back 3 or forward 3, and if they start ducking, it goes up to your mids again. You can do up forward 4. You can do literally anything. And down jabbing, just up forward 4 will catch, or down forward 1 will beat anything. You're still too much on a frame advantage, so down forward 1 will still beat it. I think that's his main thing around his pressure, off of just running 2. I'll go over his other moves, same thing. You can treat running 2, or you can treat back 1 plus 2 like running 2. They are both +6 on block. So you can do the same thing with these 2 moves. Just +6, frame trap. You want to step, you want to try and step, tracking move. Down forward 1, all minus and back off. You're going to try and approach with jabs, go back into another running 2. Just keep on applying that pressure. That's the main thing you want to do, is you have to know exactly when to back off, when to keep on applying pressure. You just need to get the read on your opponent. So there's two extremely positive moves. So running 2, back ult plus 2. 2 great moves. Some other moves you can implement into it is obviously the move I mentioned in the poke section. When you're up close, down 1. Move forces crouch 0 to +1 on block. So as a pretty good frame trap, you can do 1-2-1 afterwards, or you can do 2-1. This will catch all moves that are not down jab. So any wall standing fours, any wall standing move, these two will catch. 1-2-1 will counter hit. So if they down jab, it's low parry, or it can be low crush, or maybe a mid might work. I don't know if it's fast enough, maybe down forward 4. But you know, in your eyes, this opens up your options a lot more. You have running 2, back up plus 2, you have down 1 as well. Keep the pressure on. Have these plus frames. And, you know, you have these same thing with standing 1, is jab strings. You implement 2-1 into it. Extremely good, gives you a lot of space to work with. So step into maybe down 1 or maybe 2-1 step, a jab gets if it catches your opponent, put the pressure back on. Next move we have this 4-4. This move I didn't even put in any situational moves, I probably should have put it, but 4-4, this is a extend shaft is 4 string. It is a mid +3 move. So on block it's +3, wall standing 4 completely guaranteed. One thing they could do is put them on, I think you should be able to sidestep this to the left, yes. To the right, watch that too, I might be able to sidestep it. Yeah, you can sidestep the string both ways, only way to get out of it. You can also float the string with a jab, and I think afterwards, to avoid the plus strings, you can also step. Oops, sorry, I'm sure that too bad. That'll go around while staying forward. So that's just a way to beat that. But in this situation, your opponent probably not going to do that, as long as you got that string. But even if you do that, you can just running 2. Because that a running move will adjust. Because this move puts you in crouch. So crouch cancel, running 2. And if the pressing buttons, wall standing 4 always a hit. Well, wall standing 1-3 as well. If they don't do a jab, wall standing 1-3 will hit. So there's a bunch of plus moves you can do. Keep your opponent on their knees. Running 2, 4-4, down 1, back 1 +2. Some insane poke game there. Implement side steps. Main thing I do is pressure. And his homing moves. So you want to step. 4-4-3. This move is +3 on block and near the wall. If they step near the wall splits. No knockback. +3. It's like Dragunov just has so many good moves. It's ridiculous. His pressure, if you do it right, read your opponent right on everything, space out your moves perfectly, change up your timing, change up all your mixes, mix up your throws, seems is definitely something extremely scary to play against as a Dragunov. So I'll go over the options again. So what you want to do, initiate with typical standing 1s, 2-1, 2, standing 1, all that stuff. Try and set the pace for yourself. Try to open up your opponent with just a simple poke game. When you finally do get the frame advantage, like you hit like a down forward 1 or a standing 1, which are both +7 and +8, you can start doing the plus moves that are on block, the slower moves. And you can just keep your pressure going. And when that situation resets, like say after down forward 1, well, then you can back off, you can step, and do it again. Wait until you get another hit, until you come plus again, and start piling on the pressure. It's just, there's just so much to it, there's so many options you can do. It makes Dragunov seem as complicated as like horroring sequences, but it's just, there's so many options you can do off of one simple move. His pressure has so much variety and there's so many things to it. You can can change it up so much to make your opponent seem they can't do anything. And that's what makes Dragunov so good. So his pressure is insane. I need to click into this. I gotta read my notes again. So that's where we're at. So that's our there's one more move. So after 4 for 3, +3 homing move. We have that scrub cousin we talked about. Back forward 4-2-1. 3 hit string +1 is great for keeping on pressure. They only press buttons. Jab or percussion. After the jab, more pressure strings, more plus strings, frame trap. You want to step 4-4-3, or after extremely plus things, down forward more catch steps. You can apply more frame traps, get more plus frames. Just do so many things with this character. And then things, you don't only have mids, you have lows you can mix it up with. You have these chip lows that you can just run away and turtle if you want to chip down your opponent. There's just so many different ways to play this character. So after plus frames, do like chip low, run away. Do the whole thing again, approach with running 2. And then you just go standing 1. So you want a safer approach game, just go standing 1. Or if you want a running 2, if your opponent's respecting you a lot in this range, in this mid-range, the mid-range moves you have, do running 2. Extremely easy to approach and get the pressure on with this character. I think that's really all to his pressure. I kind of explained it a lot, but I wanted to emphasize how good his pressure was and how you can mix things up. So like, like when you're -2 or 3, stepping after that, jabbing, get the frame advantage, doing plus moves, applying more pressure, mixing up your lows with great meaty mids, like down 4-3 and down 1. Controlling the mid-range with down 4-4 and 4-3. And then going into your pressure. Like, the instant you get a frame advantage where your opponent has to respect, you just go for that. So I think that's all for that. We'll end this section and go over to his Snake Dash. I'm not going to bother with changing the map since this will be a relatively short section. I'm going to be doing the Snake Dash, which is, you can access it by going to quarter circle forward. It's like a forward sway. This is a stance, but the game doesn't treat it as a stance, and like I got hate. Excuse me. It's simply just listed as quarter circle forward moves like this, which is not really good. So from the Snake Dash, we have three moves here. Quarter circle forward. We have quarter circle forward 1. This is a high. This is used as sort of mid-range whiff punisher. Extremely fast, safe, natural hit launcher. So just do that. Boom. Get a combo. -3, though it is a high, still extremely good. Then next we have quarter circle forward 2, as I went over. It's a pretty situational move. Sort of a risky whiff punisher, but it gives you a huge combo. It's -14. This said -3. This is -14. Really beefy mid that will be extremely punishable. Then next we have quarter circle forward 3, Snake Dash 3. This is his low. It is 17 damage, same damage as down 2. On block it's -14, so some characters can punish that, or launch punish that. On hit it's -5, so you have to give up your turn afterwards. But it's mainly used as like a long range chip low. It still is pretty decent for a low. And then, on counter hit, you get a throw animation. A lot better. Don't have to deal with that -5. 40 damage. And then next we have quarter circle forward 4, so Snake Dash 4. This on standing opponents, this goes into a chain grab, which you can only do one chain afterwards. It's like 1 3 4 2. I'll give you that. Then you can change the break with 2 4 3 1, just reversing it. Like that. So this will be a 1 break, and this will be a 2 break. Pretty simple. 53 damage, actually pretty good. This is only mainly used in combos now, since it gives that weird new knock thing. If I can do it. That doesn't work. It gives you that. And then, main important thing. Dragunov has easier time doing instant while standing due to snake dash. So if you do down, down, forward, it will go into it. And if you press back during it, he'll go back to his standing stance. So when you do down, down, forward, and then press back on a button, you get his while standing moves. Like this. So doing this, you could like put this in pressure, maybe mix up your opponent. Hey, near the wall, instant while standing 1-3. Just like that. Extremely good. So I think that's his snake dash. It's not really much to it. It's same like pulse forward sway. And you can cancel with up, like I said before. You can cancel it back as well. Get your while standing moves. Okay, so that was like I said, it's a very short section. Next is going to be Counterhits. This one's also going to be a little relatively short, but extremely important. His Counterhits. So for his Counterhits, they're the main things that you need for a comeback. He relies extremely on Counterhits to make a comeback due to his lack of power lows and all that stuff. Hard to make a comeback with this character. So I'm gonna go through all of them. I might miss some, but that's all right. So for the first one, we have his running 2. I am eating my hair. On counter, I don't want to key charge every time. So we have running 2. This pops them up for a long time, and you can get a really big combo. If I just do this right. That is not optimal at all, but you can pick up a lot of things. What I used to do is I dash up down 1, and I go for this. Before you would do instant while staying 4 and do some sort of combo, or really easy now, if you quarter circle forward 2, 3-1, do that, get a ton of damage. Ton of wall carry, ton of damage. Extremely easy to do. You can figure out, actually I'll go over a combo in the combo section, but I'll go over there later. So next counter hit, back 4, 2-1, so back 4. This move, you want to use this a lot in frame traps, since on counter hit, this entire string is guaranteed. That's 50 damage, and it leaves you at +5. Gives you a lot to work with. So if you hit this on counter hit, they press buttons again, hit on counter hit again, that's 100 damage. That seems a little over the top. And now the next one, we have down 2, obviously his main low poke. Normally it's only 0 on normal hit, but on counter hit, +12. Gives you, essentially grabs his leg, you know, hurt a little bit. It's +12. Gives you a lot of frames to work with. Your opponent's not going to press buttons off this. Unless they're really stupid. Doesn't guarantee, even though it's +12, does not guarantee his 12 frame moves. They can block. But, yeah, extremely good frame advantage. So his next one, 4-2-4. Counter hit launches, that second hit you can pick up with something if you're at the right range. Next thing, 4-4. That second hit counter hit launches as well. So you can do the same thing, pick up with that. Down forward 1-4, this whole string is guaranteed on counter hit, so frame trap with down forward 1. At the wall, you get a hard wall splat, back turn combo. Really good Oki. Now 1-2-1, this is 10 frame sort of panic move. Full string guaranteed on counter hit, so if you're doing this, you're +1, well if you don't block. 1-2-1, great at the wall. Great for frame traps, like down 1, and then, or this, after both of those unblocked, 1-2-1. Oops. get a pretty decent wall combo. I just do it right. That's not even awesome, but really good wall combo. And like I said, down one, counter hit, knocks down. That's probably not guaranteed, but you can probably get something. Next one, back 1-2. The second hit, screws and counter hit. You can probably do something like this. Maybe you'll probably have to. Nope, you can do it. You can still do that. Next one, forward, forward, 4. Launches on counter hit, just like that. While standing 4, pick up a 3-1. Go into a combo. Same thing with back 1-2. While standing 1-2. That second hit, counter and launches. Pick up the same way. This new thing made Dragunov's combos a lot more simple. I'm messing up, but you know, you get the point. And then, you know, you want these often, but this snake edge on counter hit will give you this throw animation for 55 damage. Not really useful. Usually ends up giving you less damage, but what's really good about the counter hitting is it doesn't have to be clean hit to launch, which is the only thing useful. Then we have quarter circle 4-3. This will give you a throw animation, so you don't have to deal with that -5 on hit. So actually pretty useful. And then I think the only other thing is his running 4, which I probably played for the situational moves, but this is just a mid, a really beefy mid. On counter it does like 55 damage. That's extremely good. I think I might look over these little moves. I mean, those are just some short throw animations for side step 2-3. Don't think there's too much more. Yeah, I think that's all his counter moves. So the next one, next section I'll go over is Rage. Okay, so now we are onto Rage. This is gonna be a relatively short one, but his Rage up is really important. So it's it's pretty good. So it's the same as his running 2, but it's just better. So instead of +6 on block, you get plus around 8 or +9, I think. Around that on block. I mean, I should probably put it on block. Yeah, you get some of that sort of animation. I'd assume down forward 1 always guaranteed at this point. But you use it like any other pressure pull. You just, you know, treat it as a Wallbreaks 2. Keep on pressuring. Jeez, I'm not good at this right now. So on block, you know, +8, wall running 1 +2. Simply just treat it as your Wallbreaks 2. And just apply that. I mean, you can really just use that for pressure if you want to. I think it's all right for block and on hit. It gives you the same animation as counter hit running 2. But they go a little bit higher. I'm not good at installing them like that. So for pickup, I usually just do dash up 4-2-4 and go to a combo. Just like wall running 2, it can be stepped to both sides. To the left, really easy. It can be sidewalk to the right as well. And then something else. The last important thing about this Rage drive. They added this in season 2. You can press down back 2 to get a blue spark tackle that is if I put on throw escape. Unbreakable. So that's set other parts of break. We can break right here. Unbreakable. That should be. Oh, I'm done. So, in combos, I don't know why I'm moving over, but in combos, it gives you that stun, gives you guaranteed follow ups. So, most you usually do is back 1+2. It's the most consistent, the most damaging one. But sometimes it won't work if you're off axis. And at that point, if that doesn't work in a combo, you would do just stop, which is, I think that's 1 less damage. And then if you want the most damage but least inconsistent, and I messed up, you do instant wall standing 1+2. That's 72. This did 70, I think. I think I'll always do 2 more damage. Yeah, that's the most damage you get. So you have instant wall standing 2. I don't know why I didn't do it. I'm trying to keep this combo as simple as possible. You have back 1+2. That is the most consistent that you normally see people doing. You have instant wall standing 2. That is the most damaging. Then you have stop. That's the absolute most consistent but least damage. So I think that's really all for his rage. So I'll go over on block, just treat it like a horror running 2, keep on pressuring. Down forward 1 cannot be interrupted by anything. Can't step, can't press buttons, can't rage drive, can't rage art. That's something important to know. So if you want to make sure they can't do nothing, down forward 1. So I think that's really it for his rage. Now I'm gonna finally go into his combos. Okay, now I'm gonna go over. This is the combo section. So run infinite map. So for the combos, I'm gonna go for sort of like a balance between damage, wall carry, and Okizeme. So a thing you'll see in all my combos, I'll always end with a sneak cancel into 4-1. Excuse me. If you want better combos or different combos, I'll link some combo videos in the description, and you can look at those, figure out your own combos or ones you'd want to do. Or if you want easier combos, maybe ones that don't require sneak cancels, which you may not be good at right now. I can't even do it. I'm gonna do it. Okay. So first, so I'm going to go over the launchers you can do this off of, and then I'll do the combo. So you have down forward 2, we have wall standing 2, we have core circle forward 2, we have core circle back 2, we have up forward 2. So off of all of these, you can do forward 4-4-3, 4-4 screw, 3-1, sneak cancel 4-1. That's 63 damage, you get Oki and wall carry. And as a slightly harder combo but more damaging, you can do 4-4 forward 4-4-3 into 3-1, sneak cancel 4-4. And do 4-3, sneak cancel 4-1. Get this combo down. That 66 damage, more wall carry. A little harder to do, but I usually just opt for this one. This one is the most simplest one, and it's the most similar one to a season 2 combo. So we just replace it with 3-1. Extremely easy. Now I'm gonna do for his snake edge. So off of his snake edge and back to 1-3 string, and also the last hit down back 2-1-2. You do down 2, while staying 4, 3-1, sneak cancel 4-4 screw, 4-3 sneak cancel 4-1. Extremely easy, extremely damaging. I actually just did that without looking at the screen. I was reading the combo off at the same time. But I will demonstrate it again. And if you want to know the notations, the script's in the description, like I said at the beginning of the video. That's 66 damage, and then I'll do the back 2-2. You can do the same combo. And I messed it up. Like that. Okay, so the next, let me look at it again. Look at my list. 2. Okay, so off of quarter circle forward 2, and also is rage drive, which I will show afterwards. Just the damage. So quarter circle forward 2, or snake dash 2, and then you do forward 2 4. Forward 3 sneak cancel, 3 1 sneak cancel. So remember that again. 4 2 4. Forward 3 sneak cancel, 3 1 sneak cancel. And after that, you do 4 4. Oh my god, I'm terrible. Jesus. Then you do the same thing. 4 that works. But it's the same thing. You do forward 3 into forward 1, which I messed up there, but you get it. This combo is not that hard. It's just an absolute max wall carry. Let me just hit it. You make that as deep as possible. There you go. 78 damage, max wall carry, hit a wall, 100 damage easy. Then I will demonstrate that also off his rage drive. For this, you have to dash up a little bit, and then you do 4 2 4, and then do the same combo. Yeah, I messed it up, but that was still insane damage. You do it again. Just dropping combos. Like I said, if these combos are too hard or you just don't want to do them, I'll link some in the description for you to do. So the next launchers we have, let me just turn this off. We have forward 1 plus 2. That's his screw. Then we have counter hit 4 4. So that second hit. The second hit of back 1 2, and the second hit of alternating 1 2. So all of these screw on counter hit first thing. So what you want to do is quarter circle forward 2, 3 1 sneak cancel. You do 3 1. Just like that. So say it while I do it. 3 1 sneak cancel, 3 1 sneak cancel, 3 1 4. That is good damage, good wall carry. Not really get an Oki off it unless you want to change it for forward 4 1. So instead of doing 3 1 with the 3 1 4, you can just do 4 1. Yeah. Well, that's your wall carry, you do 3 1 4. What else? Oh, I'll demonstrate it off of these strings as well. So for screw, they press buttons, do the same exact thing. And it's actually pretty good damage. These ones are a little tighter since it's a lot harder in practice mode. Since I have to actually no, this is why I make it easier. There you go. So if they're pressing buttons, that will help. So you're really only going to teach me to press the buttons. It's just a lot harder in practice mode, but you can trust me that it works. I'll pull it off and show you. There's that. There's back 1, 2. Then this one. You might have to adjust a little bit with a dash. But if you hit that 3 1, then the rest of the combo is easy. There's that combo. Next one we have is wall running 2. So this is one for the special. Definitely multiple combos you can do. So back in season 2, this is the combo that I would do for max damage. I would dash, side step left, down 2, Oh, yeah, Dick. While staying 4. While staying 4, staying 1, 4, 3 snake cancel, 4 more, 4 snake cancel, 4, 4, 2 snake, while staying 1 snake. Now there's a much easier combo that you can do. You can just do running 2, pull. Wow. Running 2, plus for 4, 2, 3, 1, snake cancel, snake 4, 4, 4, 4, 3 snake cancel, 4, 1. A lot easier to do. Notations in the description, in the script. But a lot easier. All you gotta do is post for 4, 2, 3, 1, snake dash 4. That'll spike them up a little bit. And then that 4, 4 is kinda tight, but not really tight. I just mash it out because it makes it more consistent. I think the trick here is to make your snake dash kind of deep. Yeah, I hit. And same thing, both Oki, good damage, good wall carry, 82. So the next one is counter hit 4, 4, 4. The slap shot counter hit as well. So here, do the same thing, let's do 4, 3, 1. 3, 1, just make 4. Step again. Wow, I'm terrible. Don't I get too much? It's weird. Odd. Am I doing the wrong combo? Oh, no, okay. Scratch that. I'm doing the wrong combo. So you count it 4, 4, 4. Boston 4, 3, 1, snake cancel the 3, 1 again. And then you do the 4, 4 screw. And you do 4, good? 4, 1. Same concept. And then the 4, 1 for wall carry and Oki. I think that covers all of his like normal launchers and counter hits. Now we have low pair. So I'm gonna make him do low and do low pair combo since I actually forgot to do one in the last god I made. Oops. That's not what I wanted, but it works. So the 2 combos I have, we have down 2, 1, 4, 3, 1, snake cancel, 3, 1, snake cancel, 2, 4. As you can see, that is pretty good damage for a low pair. Oh no, I'm doing the wrong combo. You don't end it with 4-1. This you just go for pure damage. Jesus. I'm sorry, that's terrible execution. This one you do 4, 3, and then walks in on +2. That's 51 damage off a low parry. Now if you want walk it, you would just skip the down 2. Next you do wall standing 4. You just do 2 of these. And then you do sneak cancel and that. So you would skip the down 2 and do an instant wall standing 4. 3, 1 sneak cancel, 3, 1 sneak, 4, 4. 4, 3 sneak, 4, 1. I think that's it for low parry. Now, I think that's all of his simple combos I could think of. I will say it again. I will put combo videos in the description if you want better combos. And so that is just the end of the section. I'm gonna do Okizeme next. Section, Okizeme. So I'm just gonna do this more. So Okizeme. So is Oki actually is extremely good. Like I was doing the combos, I would always end it in 4-1, and that would always give you some pretty nasty OP. As you see, you can recover a lot faster than the opponent. So doing that leads straight into his pressure. Straight into running through, straight into run up, whatever you want. If you want to stay on the ground, you can, stomp. Always good. Or a go-to move is down two. If so, it works as a mix on their wake up, or if they want to stay on the ground, they'll go down two. His Oki is really good since he has an extremely good approach game, which, in turn, that makes his Oki insane. So if they want technical stuff, they can. Just yawn. So if they want technical stuff, same thing. Go straight into his pressure. He has his insane approach to him while running too. It's just ridiculous. And the thing is, if they're mashing techno as well. See, I have my back quicker, but if they're mashing techno, I forgot running two like this guarantees a stomp. Same thing with back on those two. Always guarantees a stomp. So if they're not holding back and blocking, which is what you should be doing against Dragunov, they're going to be getting hit by rolling twos, down twos, and they're being stomped a lot since they're not back rolling. Back rolling is what you want to do against Dragunov since it gets rid of any of those guaranteed follows. And that's also the reason why I always like to end combos in 4-1, gives you good wall carry and good Okizeme. I think that's pretty much it for Oki, so I always like to tie in walls. So Dragunov, like I said, in his pressure game, near the wall, pressure is endless because they cannot backdash. They don't have any space to work with. And this makes his frame trap scarier. It makes his homing move scarier, since if you step, you're gonna get hit right into the wall, and both his homing moves wall splat. Wallbreaks too, also wall splats. And all these frame traps, all these things you can do after +6. All of these wall splats. So basically, pressure next to the wall. Insane. All these wall splatting mids. So back 4-1, that wall splat gives you a full combo. What you can do is you can sidestep, do it again. If it resplats, go for a wall ender. Or if you do happen to get a little off axis, you can go all the way up to a full combo. Which I'm not sure how to end that. But I think you can probably. I don't know if that works. But you can get a full combo. You can get a screw off. You get really good Oki after that as well. Same thing with literally all his other moves that give you a wall splat. Homing move, wall splats, resplat. You want to step. Wall splat into a resplat. Sidestep resplat. Running two, same thing. Back 1-2, guaranteed follow up there. Down 4-1-4. He has all these good frame traps, these good wall splatting moves that are so dangerous in the wall. And they're all safe. This is completely safe. Natural string, -9. All they can do is duck it. But if you want to duck into the wall, it's insanely dangerous since most of all is already next to the string. And if you duck, you're gonna hit by that. So basically, you just gotta take all this pressure. You gotta take everything. And this also makes your point. Like I said, I'm not gonna go into as much as in the pressure section, but his throws. His throws are going to be extremely dangerous on the wall since they're not going to tech it, since they're going to be looking for trying to find openings in all this pressure. I can guarantee you, they're not going to tech the throws, especially with how good of a mix they are. So they're just going to be stuck in this pressure forever. And terrible. So they want to step, try and get out of it. Can't do that. Wall splats. Both homing moves. Keep the pressure on. And just do this. Back 4-1 or back 3-4-3, extremely good pressure move. Extremely good move out of the wall. Always be throwing this out. I think that's really all. Now I think the only thing to do next is the wall enders. So he has plenty of wall enders. The one you see a lot, or the one we're doing in season 3, is 3-1. 64. Then back in season 2, you didn't have that, so you do back to 1+2. It's a little less damage, but if you don't take the 3-1 off, you just do that. And then with the back 2, gives you access to while standing moves. So what you can do is back to while standing 4, gives you really good Oki. And you're still near the wall. And boom, go straight into something. You want to tackle, straight into pressure. You want to get up, still straight into pressure. And then if you're doing it off a hard wall splat, so okay, this, that, we do 4-4, which this is not necessarily the convention, but the 4 has to resplat, I think I'm saying. So something like this. Is that optimal? It might be optimal. That you really only do that. Start them off like this. So off his Wallbounce. That 4 respots. Or off a Floorbreak. The 4 Spike Break. The 4 respots. And then this has the only things of all stream 1+2. Sorry. Where's John? So if you want a combination of damage and Oki, you do down back 2-1-2. But if you want the Oki, you have to delay that last 2. And that's how you get the max damage, and it will flip them over. And that flip over gives you really good Oki, because they have to get up facing down. You only delay the third hit. So you get like that, step, straight into pressure. Now, some other enders, you have back to 4. If they don't... I think it's no. If they have to get up straight into a mix. So basically, I don't think they can tech roll. I'm not sure. Yeah, they can't tech roll. They have to stay on the ground and roll to move. But if they do this, get up straight into a mix. So you can do stomp. You can do back 1-2. You back 4-3 again. I mean, there's plenty of options. And then another one, 3-1-2. This is a really easy one to do. It wasn't hard at all. You also do 3-1-4. This is even better, actually. And then if they weren't splatted, like they were next to the wall, but they weren't splatted, like you could. Like that. People would just do back 2-1-3. It's actually pretty decent. Gives us some Oki as well. I think. Yeah, it gives some pretty decent Oki. If you're just being lazy, you back 4-3 again. It's still decent damage. And then the last one is 1-3-2. That would, if they didn't back roll, I don't think they would get it. You might get guaranteed follow-ups. Yeah, you probably could get a stomp though if they weren't paying attention, but if they didn't back roll, yeah, it does still go straight into a mix. Extremely good. So I think that's all his wall enders. I'm going to cut it off here and go on to Floorbreaks. And yeah, Wallbreaks. Finally here to the Forbidden Realm, the Floorbreaks. So first, I'm going to start off at the wall, since that is the easiest thing. I'll go off the breaks you want to do. So here, main break, 1-3-2, spike break. That's the main break you want to do, if you can get it off. So you 1-3-2, and after the 4 break, 4 V-splat and 4 1+2. And then he also has plenty of other enders that do the exact same thing. So go over, 4-4-2, also spike breaks. You do the same combo. 4-3 as well, the string, also spike breaks. Running 3, not running 3, running 2 it should be. If I can just have the execution for it. happened. Seems like an actual combo. Alright. See, spike kick, face him down. And now you can do same thing as 1+2. One. Oops. 1+2, and then boom. There you go. Do whatever wall combo. Now for the important spike break. So not near the wall. If you're not near the wall, you still want to do spike breaks. As I will demonstrate. As 3-1. Oh, well, kind of not. I'm just doing a normal combo. It's so annoying on this map since Dragunov is such a good wall carry. But you still want to do spike breaks, because if I do this right, maybe they changed it. Hold up, wait a second. 4 for 1+2. This will also floor break. 3-1. Okay, that still works. You can 3-1 will rearrange them so they're not upside down. Still, okay, you want to do spike breaks no matter what. They're the better ones. If you do a normal break, even mid-screen, you're not gonna get what you want. Because usually you're not gonna get that many follow-ups off of a normal floor break. So might as well put your opponent in face down, so you get better Oki. So now I'm just gonna go over all the normal breaks that are the ones you want to avoid, even if you accidentally do them. So the first one we have the stop. As you can see, not a normal break, doesn't give you follow-ups. So I'm doing back 1+2, normal break. Forward, forward, forward. Let's reset. Again, I might be a little quiet. I wasn't near the mic for most of that. Just go into the script, follow along. So down 3-4, same thing. Does not spike break. I shouldn't reset there. Down 4-3, doesn't spike break, won't give you resplat. Back 4-2, doesn't spike break, won't give you a resplat. Up 4-2, you probably won't do this ever, but doesn't give you a break. Oh, okay. And then down 1, does not spike break. And then I think the last one I have here is sidestep 2. I think that is all. Those are all of his breaks, floor breaks, I think. So all those you want to avoid. The main ones you want to do are probably 1-3-2 and forward 4-2. Those are the main you want to do, even out the open. And I'll just show off with a small little combo. If you're out at the start, you do 1+2 grab. You do 3-1, 1, back 4. You know, pretty easy combo. You can pick up a 3-1. And also, on this map, so you know, I don't even know if I mentioned this earlier, but you know how up forward 4 has guaranteed follow-ups. With down 4-1-3. Normally that's all you get. On this map, you do down 3-4, and then screw them afterwards. Get a full combo. Pretty neat. And then what else? I think you can do the same thing with back 3+4. Yeah, you can probably do the same thing with that, but I don't really use that. Yeah, you can. So So you get a pretty decent combo. So I think that's the most important things about his floor breaks. So just go over it again. 1, 3, 2, forward, forward, 2. Mainly only want to use those. And I'll just do a little combo. Make sure. So you want to end it since you're not gonna get any follow-ups at the end of a combo. So you might as well end it in a spike break. And I really just did that. Let's just make sure I can get this. That. I think that's all for floor breaks. Like I said, spike breaks at the wall, 4-4, wall setting 1+2 resplat. I'm probably just gonna end it off here. Next is this is gonna be the final section. I'm just gonna mash together wall breaks and floor breaks. So let's go put walls and put both of these together. So we're at the wall break. So these are pretty straightforward. I'm not necessarily gonna make my own combos, since there'd be way too many combos to go off of, but I'm just gonna go off things that will wall break for the start. So okay, so if you're not in a combo and you're there, you can do back foot 3. That's a pretty obvious one. Another one you can do is, so if you're not doing a combo and it's starting the wall break, forward 4-2, as well as as running 2. Both of those will also wall break. Down forward 1-4 with counter hit, that 4 will wall break. Want to catch something sidestepping, back 3 as well. And then he has 2 wall standing moves, so he has wall standing 1+2. Then he has wall standing 1-2. Doesn't use the screw either. And then we have forward 3-2. That's a natural combo. And then the last one, we have up forward 3. So those are like his main wall splat moves he would use. Like if you're at the wall. Now during a combo, these are the main ones you'd use. So 3-1-2. Down forward 1-4. If it hits, like it's only a high wall splat. Same thing with wall standing 1+2. Only on a high wall splat. Same thing with down forward 1-4. Also on a high wall splat. 2-1-3. That 3 will more than likely whiff if it's in the middle of a combo. And same thing with up forward 1. These are all highs. It's gonna be hard to hit. And the last one is down 1-2. That's like only after you launch them at the wall. Then you have up forward 4. So I feel for wall bounce or wall breaks, the one you're gonna default to is probably back 4-3, since it works in the middle of a combo and as a start. Let me figure out a cool combo real quick. Let me do a combo. So obviously with Dragunov's extreme wall carry, isn't what I wanted. So you'll probably just do back 4-3. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of a combo or not. So really all those ones I just said, they probably don't matter. You're only going to use back 4-3 if you're going to wall break. Jeez, I cannot do this combo. I just can't get an easy combo to do. Oh, I forgot. Back 4-3 uses a screw if it's not the initial wall break. That's right. Well, then I gotta think of something else. Jeez. Okay. I'm gonna do this combo just so you can get an idea of what to do. Jesus. Don't worry about it. This will not take long. Okay. That's all I'm doing. So, like I said, last session, I'm just going to put in the wall bounces with it. So back in season 2, his wall bounce sucked. All he had is wall standing 3. It was a 16 frame move. It wasn't really that good at all. No one ever used it. Sometimes it was just better to launch him while standing 2. Or just to do wall standing 1-2, get a wall splat. But now he has wall standing 1-3. Now this does already more damage than wall standing 3, so this is just useless. And then I mean it's 12 frames. Almost every low is minus 12, minus 11 or minus 12. So like near the wall, you can get this kind of damage off of minus 12. Like that's ridiculous. I don't know how well this is thought through, but I mean, it's a little ridiculous. So let's go over. If you're near the wall, you just do 4-4 for the resplat. Wall standing 1+2, or if you're far from the wall, you might just do the same thing, honestly, but that's a little lazy. If you're far from the wall, back 4-3, 3-1 sneak. You do wall standing 1+2, max damage, or you could also do 4-2-4, then do the same thing. Alright, I think that's it for Wallbounce. That's it for the guide. I covered every section. So if you make it to the end, thank you for watching this. I tried to make this as in-depth as possible. So this will probably be around hour and a half, hour 40 minutes. I will link everything in the description, and I'm definitely going to be making more of these, so subscribe. And yeah, that's it. I'm out.